Previously, on a game called Paako, I want to make a cool-ass indie game. Welcome to the preliminary pitch of my MFA thesis project. Is this idea really worth making? Maybe that could be our special thing, to make a game about the game development. There you go, which is also not necessarily a new thing. But are any of them about the process of developing themselves?
Ready, set, go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the recruitment pitch of my game. Hey, we got a new title name. Introducing again a game called Paako, a thesis recruitment pitch. Okay. About me, Si Huang, he, him. Game designer and developer from Shenzhen. I'm assuming it's how that's pronounced. China. Games that I like: shooter, action, puzzle. L should be on the other side of the E there. Narrative, strategy, rhythm, experimental. I like this guy's taste. Last time I was pitching to only my classmates and professors, so this time I should probably introduce myself properly. That's who we've been talking to. So he also plays other genres of games, huh? Yeah, as you do. Besides games, I also like superhero comics and pop music, hip-hop, electronic, jazz, basically most genres of music. I feel like me and C would probably get along quite well. We don't really need to know, but it's nice to know. How do I... Oh, I see. There we go. What is this game? A game called Paako is a pixel art 2D platformer game, metagame about a game major student making his thesis game project named a game called Paako. My thesis project, a game called Paako, is a platformer metagame that tells the story of H2-wordy. In shorter terms, a game called Paako is a game about creating a game called Paako. About the process of creating itself. This is more. It's an autobiographical game. Can't get shorter than that. I guess not. Alright, brief plot. Act 1, demo. Act 2, ideation. Act 3, pre-production. Act 4, development. Act 5, I think, is where we are now. Therefore, the story of this game aligns with the process of making this game. And we've just ended the ideation part. Oh wow, there's 3 more acts to this? Seems like you just entered Act 3, player. Act 5 isn't guaranteed yet, since we might fail to complete this game. What? You can't even guarantee a decent ending? Currently, I'm planning to expand the team, which has been only me so far. Looking for producer, writers, artists, composers. Please contact me if you are interested in any of these positions. Okay, alright, fair enough. Oh, nice, cool. Little QR code to join his Discord. This is a game called Paako. Thank you for listening. Where's that messy picture on the left? It's linked to a place where the followers of this project can chat. Yeah, Discord. A code that leads to my own cult. Cool. Exactly. That is exactly what it is. That's what every Discord server has only ever been, is a cult. It's not a cult. You are not a cult leader. Have you joined my cult through that thing, player? No, I have not. Join it now. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do it later. There we go. Hey, look who's here. Yeah, I figured I could just use this portrait as my avatar as well. So if you are recruiting more people, am I going to be completed faster? Hopefully. But honestly, I've never led a game development team before. You are a game major student. Shouldn't you have a mentor to give you some advice? Sure, I'm about to meet with them right now. Anyway, get whatever help you can get to finish me. I just want a proper ending. Of course. Let's see what my advisor has to say. Are you alright? See? See, you doing all right? You doing all right? Oh, what happened? Oh, no. Why lower the resolution? Apartment, internet, unstable. Didn't know this portrait requires network. Maybe they're uploading the portrait from the cloud. Hello? Can you hear me now? Yeah, I'm carrying you on my back. We can hear you. I have an online meeting soon. You have to find an internet signal for me. Okay. Where on earth am I gonna find you an internet? Oh, is that it? No time to explain. Just connect me to it. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, I see what this is. Oh, this is fun. Oh boy. Okay. Nice. Join meeting. Join meeting. Hello. Oh boy. Why are you in the middle? Because I'm the topic. Alright, well, hopefully this goes well. Just had a meeting with my main advisor, Jesse. He told me to start writing down everything that happens. Indeed. Anything could be the materials from our story now. So what are you gonna write down first? Just had a meeting with Jesse, my main advisor. He told me to start writing down everything that happens. Keep up. Keep up, Paako. And that is why he wrote this dialogue. Yes. Yes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Nice. Whoop. Nice. Join meeting. Okay, who are these people? Who are these people? Are these other classmates? Our thesis class tutor, Laird and Martzy, just gave me some very helpful feedback. A thesis class? Class for you and your cohort to work on your thesis? More like the class to weekly check on everybody's mental and physical well-being. Yeah, those are very much needed. And what kind of feedback did they give you? Well, for instance, the pace at Act 1 was slow, so I've omitted some content and also urged the player in dialogues. Wait, so that was your design when I urged the player to go faster? Yes, of course. You have no free will, Paako. What do you think you are? Alright, one more phone call here. Whoop. Oh, jeez. Gosh. Okay, there we go. That was a mess. Who's this? Who is this? My second advisor, Andy, reminded me to think in advance about what to write in the paper. Like what could be the purpose or outcome of this project. Though I still don't have an answer for that yet. How about making a game nobody ever made before? I mean, technically most games are a game that nobody ever made before. That's kind of the goal, but I can't actually write that as my purpose on the paper. Right. You're trying to figure out what you want to say with the game. Sort of an artistic... Ah, shit. God damn it. Ah, shit. Ah, damn it. Oh, this is tricky. This is difficult. I am having a difficult time. There we go. There we go. Slide on down through that. Great. Join meeting. Jeez, this is almost more stressful than actually figuring out a connection. Who are we waiting for this time? For the third advisor, we need someone from the industry. But as a student from China, I don't know anyone here in the US. Luckily, my advisors have many connections. Andy said he could ask Mr. D if he would be interested. Who's this Mr. D? Mr. D? Which Mr. D? Person who made that game? Who's Mr. D? Sounds like an ideal person to advise on this project, right? Who are you guys talking about? I don't actually know who you guys are talking about. The author of one of our prior arts. Well, we shouldn't mention people's names unless we know they're cool with it. Okay. Respect some privacy. Okay, fine. Alright. Andy told me that Mr. D doesn't want to let his familiarity with the meta-game subject matter affect my personal expression. Ah, I hear you there. In that case, I might turn out as mostly his game instead of yours. Totally get that. That's fair. I would definitely take all his advice if he were my advisor, since I like his work so much. But at least you speak with one of your idols indirectly. Yeah, that is true. That is so very true. You get that opportunity, and you learn what you can, and you allow yourself to have your own artistic integrity. Alright, who's this? Suspect advisor? Jesse has introduced me to a USC Games alumni who co-founded an indie game studio. Great! Good for you! Successful alumni. He said although the game seems to have many game develop facts, it doesn't seem to be an educational game. Yes, we've been learning a lot about the formal process of making a game, but it's not necessarily meant, to be an educational game. Why am I getting so stuffed up? After all, you are still a student. Who are you to educate anyone? He also said what really makes this game special is my personal narrative. Yeah, like my views on making games I like to play, etc. So why don't you put up a page to tell us a little about yourself? Oh, that's what you did in the last scene. Those advice are already impacting the game. Yeah, exactly. Time loop is what we're working with. Thesis committee, all done. Great. Okay. Where are we? Thesis place. We arrived at the thesis place. Welcome to academia. So this must be the place for the thesis class you mentioned. Yes, these are my cohort's theses. Cool. These all look neat. I like the plant thing on the side there. Look at all this. Oh, this is so cute. This is so nice. I like all of this. I wonder if I'd play it. New ones. Oh, I can view this on Steam. Wait, can other ones here be clicked on? Can other ones here be clicked on? I want to know. Oh, hang on. All right. Okay, just those two. Just those two. But I'm gonna take a look at those. I'm gonna take a look at those because both of them looked very interesting. What is this here? There we go. This is your space. So I'm just one among many games. Specifically, just one among many student games. Hey, didn't one of your advisors say this game feels most special when the story focuses on you? You must have made other games before, right? Sure. Of course I have. But they're just not really worth mentioning here. That's fair. If you don't, you can make a game and be happy with what you learn from it and don't feel like it's worth showcasing. You can keep those for yourself. Come on, they may be of poor quality since they are your early works. We all understand that. Or you are afraid of showing them? No, you can take a look if you want. It also happens that I need to examine all of them. Okay, alright, sure. So where's your previous game? Behind the curtains. I don't really want to introduce them myself. Then how about we do it my way? Okay, sure. Tonight's guest, Blue Bow, Sasa Samsara, Sunset Boulevard, Tag Duel, Mimori, Uniki. Paako Show. Oh, look at all these guys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Paako Show. I'm your host, Paako. Tonight our guests are Xi Huang's previous games. Hard to say which is more narcissistic, showing up in his own game, or putting all his work in a new game. Neither, seeing as it's relevant to the game. Now, which game would you like to get to know first? It's narcissistic if it's unnecessary to the game, but still serves, still pumps up the maker's ego. But, if it serves the narrative of the work itself, then it's serving the work itself. Oh boy. Trying to figure out how much. I'm just gonna do this whole thing in one shot here. Blue Ball, a physics-based puzzle game where you use various physical tools to transport this blue ball to the goal, the tube. Alright, get ball and tube. It is a one-semester project made by Si Huang and a great partner who is further developing Blue Bow as his thesis. So tell us about how you were created, Blue Bow. Yep, it's just a ball. It can't talk. Anyway, that's Blue Bow. Alright, cool. Who's this tall, ghostly figure here? Kid from Sunset Boulevard. A solo project for Ludum Dare. Oh, I know about Ludum Dare. Yeah. Kid, you want to have a seat? Grandpa Maury isn't here, so you can take his seat. I'm good. Okay. You want to talk a little bit about yourself? Eh. You don't talk well. Get it. Got it. We'll just play the game on the screen. Oh, will we? Okay. Okay, sure. Okay. Oh, we click to move. Interesting. Okay. What are we... Alright. Different... Interesting. What are we... Hey, Grandpa. Hey, kid. Have a seat. I'm good. Ah. I see. This is a particularly sentimental game. How's your study? Best in the class. Keep it that way. I will. Ooh, a little bit of academic pressure going on there. Interesting. And we're heading into reality now. I see. This man knows how to put together a narrative. What's wrong with him? He wasn't very close to him. Didn't even shed a tear. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you just don't. Doesn't mean you don't feel anything. Illusion. Alright. What are we imagining now? Why am I sad because of them, but not you? Because they are real. What do you mean? What does that mean? I mean, maybe it means more to Si Huang than it needs to mean to me, but... Oh, and now they're sitting... Right. Oh. Well, my condolences to your grandpa, kid. Right, you don't talk a lot. Let's move on. Okay, what's this? Grandpa Maury and his grandson have been shown. I'll just read the info. The game there from me and Maury is an interactive novel made as a class project. The story is about a kid and his grandpa who suffers from Alzheimer's. The game aims to call attention to the disease. Wow. Okay. Dude makes some hard-hitting emotional games, I guess. Okay, maybe Grandpa Maury simply forgot to come. Okay, Paako. Alright, Paako. Si Huang also composed the music tracks for this game, like the one we're hearing right now. This is lovely. This is great. Huh. Does he also compose for Paako? No. I bet he has found some talented composers for me through that recruitment. Anyway, that's me, Maury. Okay, moving on. The TD pair from Tag Duel. Solo project made for GGJ, which is literally a tag game against the computer. Is that game something jam? Some sort of jam, I think. Tag game against the computer. Cool. That sounds fun. The game was made during the thesis ideation phase. Really? We're like related? Siblings, you might say. Oh. Great, you don't speak English. It sounds like they squeak. They squeak. Why on earth do we have non-verbal guests in the show? Anyway, let's take a look. Alright, I'm down. Okay. Okay. Alright, I see how it is. This is fun. I enjoy this. Oh boy, but the controls leave a little to be desired. Controls leave a little... Ah, shit. Oh, I am not good at this. I am not good at this at all. Oh boy. Shit. This is difficult, man. Alright, that's fine. I'm very good at keeping away when I know that it's happening. Oh, if I can make a comeback here. Oh. Oh, it's 1-on-1. It's 1 against 1 now. Oh boy. Okay, do we want to proceed or do you want to play again? No, I want to proceed, but that was fun. I enjoyed that. A simple game, but does it tell you anything about how it's related to me? Being purple and pixel art, I guess? So basically not related at all. Nice. Alright. Nicely done there, Paako. Okay, what do we got now? Sasa from Sasa Samsara, a one-day solo project from a game-making contest. In this game, you have to cooperate with your past or future self to reach the goal. Sounds so cool.
Oh, you don't know the half of it. It's a torture. You are also something he creates just to torture, just that you haven't realized yet. I bet he's even watching us from somewhere right now.
Calm down. Let's look at the game you're from. Sorry, the torture that you are from. Okay.
The stupid music.
Well, it sounds okay to me. Did he make this music?
Terrible reverb.
Fine, tell me about the game.
Since it's a very hard game, I'll just show you the video of a successful run through. But the problem is I can only jump this high.
You can't double jump?
No, why does double jump even make sense? Anyway, I'll just keep moving forward and keep jumping over and over again.
Nothing else you can do.
In the second run, I appear together with the previous me.
Like a ghost? Spooky.
And with this board, I can provide a platform to jump on.
That's why he must keep moving in the last round, but then he falls into the pit.
Obviously, it's not this easy.
Right. What you got this time?
A boxing glove. So I'll follow the first me, aim at him, and then I'll punch the previous me to cross the gap.
Well, that's punching yourself.
Told you it's a successful run. Now comes the final round, which I enjoy less.
Ooh. I think I know where this is going.
Just like that.
That looks like it hurts.
I don't even get to reach it myself. The previous me does.
I see. As a fellow platformer, at least you have a creative and challenging gameplay. I can only walk, jump, and read text. And make witty commentary.
Oh, shut up. At least you have a lot of characters and a storyline in your game. I only have waiting and repeating, alone, and punching myself and being punched by myself. Do you want to be in such a game?
Starting to feel sorry for you.
Oh, don't be sorry either. You're not so much better than me. You're also just a slave restricted by the script, trapped in limited spaces, manipulated to do set things before getting uninstalled.
Jeez, Sasa. Freaking jeez, Sasa. To be fair, it does seem as though Sasa has been dealt a raw hand. I'm just gonna pretend that's not real. Okay, who's left? Sitting next to me, we have Nick from the game Nick. Unique. He really likes to make dumb word plays. Sure does. Nick is a portfolio project that Si Huang made for a USC application. He considered it his first soul work. What does that mean? Seems like our creator values you. Tell me about what makes you so special.
Everyone is special. You too.
That's not an answer to my question. And what's with all the pause?
Where I'm from, we silent. Not used to talking.
All right, then. Let's take a look at a brief sequence of this game. Nick. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. We get a colored card. Get a name. No sound. so far. Nick. I like this one in the middle here. I get to be Nick. Great. Go. Run. Do the thing. Good. Okay. What are we doing here? Is this a fountain? Film something. This one looks like a film, so I'll go into that. I'll do that. And then also this and that, I guess. 4 through 6? I don't know. I don't know what I should have chosen. I don't know if there's a right answer here. Okay, what do we... Oh, interesting. Okay, I see. You, Nick. To summarize, each one in your species gets a board and adds stuff onto it before being smashed to death by a pile driver. Didn't realize what kind of statement was being made until it had been literally smashed into me. Yes. This doesn't sound like conventional games, more like a parable. The Nick parable. But if you are all killed in the end, then what's the point of those things you put on the board? We may die. The board stays. But that kind of life sounds pathetic. Yes, but don't we all? All right. Okay, Nick. All right, Nick. I seem to understand this game a little bit now. Okay, well, that was all of us, but I thought this was going to be more fun. However, we got a ball, an emo kid, a nonverbal pair, a pessimist, and someone who can't talk without pausing. This was supposed to be a hilarious talk show, and I ended up with these games with no charm. I don't know about no charm. Definitely rough around the edges, but we are special, even with poor quality. No offense, but I wouldn't really describe you guys as special. I would. Oh, you made the kids sad. I came out of a platformer game that is all about reading text. Hard to deny. Why am I not a cooler game like a hardcore platformer or a roguelite shooter? Exactly, TD. Paako, we are all unique because we express things. Oh, stop pulling your unique theory. Our creator doesn't even want to show up here himself and talk about you guys. Yeah, face it, everyone. We're a bunch of failures whose creator is even ashamed of talking about. I wish I knew what TD was saying. TD Pair, can you two be quiet for a second? Why we can't just try and figure out what TD Pair is trying to say? I think they are warning us of something. My time has come. Oh. Holy shit. They all got killed. Wait, archived? When old projects get archived, they might never be shown again. Not sure why this happens, but this place is dangerous. We have to leave. Okay. Oh, I guess you are just a ball. Alright, well. Oh, wait, no, I gotta get the ball into the tube. I gotta get the ball into the tube. I gotta get the ball into the tube. Wait, I gotta get the ball into the tube. I got the ball in the tube. Yeah, play a special level of Blue Boy. Nice. We did it. Resume. Okay, now my resume is done. Blue Bow and Paako. Alright, you're back. So you're making a resume when you said you needed to examine them. None of those other projects worth a place in your resume? They are of no use. Come this way. Oh, wow. Seems like Si Huang has really altered their perspective on some things. It's JOB hunting season now. Is that an acronym? JOB stands for Job Opportunity Ball. Ah, I see. Employment event season. So it just means a job. Your wordplay is getting worse. It doesn't necessarily mean specifically getting a job. It means going to events in order to get a job, which is its own beast. This one is a game design job position. Well, send your resume. Resume sent. Now wait for the response. That was it. Did you get the job? Doesn't work like that, Paako. First we send the resume, then we wait. Exactly. And then you just tell yourself that you're probably not gonna get it, and then you just send your resume to 500 other places, assuming that none of them are gonna get back to you, and then you die because you didn't get a new job. Wait, for how long? Nobody knows. Maybe a week, maybe forever. So we need to hunt for more JOBs here. This is how it goes. Okay. Oh, they're moving targets. Of course they are. Interesting. Oh, we're chasing the jobs around town, are we? All right. All my platforming skills have led up to this moment. Ha! Come on. I'm so close. There we go. This is a 3D artist position. Send resume? Really know nothing about 3D art. Forget it. Okay, well, I guess that one wasn't actually worth our time, but that's okay. Sometimes you gotta check just in case. Alright, I saw a job flying around over here. Gotcha. There's a game design position in Shanghai, but I want to work in Shenzhen. Maybe still send a resume? Resume sent. Wait for the response. Great. Alright. You know, worst case scenario, you have to move in order to work your dream job. This is a project manager job position, but I never work in such a role. To be honest, I'm like bad at production. Send one anyway. Might pay well. Okay, resume sent. This is how it goes. Some jobs are just like, I don't actually want to get this one, but like at a certain point, a job is a job. This is a level design position. Wait, it says the applicant must have 2 years of work experience. Well, shit. You don't? No. I went to this graduate program right after undergrad. I only have internship experience. That probably won't do. This is why university programs as they are right now are only a little bit of a scam. Hey, this is a test from one of the jobs we applied to. This sounds great. Good luck. Doing the test. Wait, I have to wait too? In case you don't know, doing tests takes time. It sure does. If I were applying for art positions, I may spend several days for each of the company I apply for. To really immerse you in the situation, you should be spending this much time too, player. Alright, fair enough. Frickin' fair enough. Alright, I get the point. Thank you. I do get the point. It has been, I get where you're coming from. I really do. I empathize with you. Wait, this one's different. If J stands for job, T means test, and I means internship? Interview from a shooter game project studio. Get ready for that. What does this mean? Oh, is this a boss? Oh, okay. Alright, it's a Pokemon battle. An interviewer on Zoom appeared. Better not mess this up. Hello, can you introduce yourself? What will... Okay, self-introduce, I guess. This is great. This is so good. Okay, what kind of game do you like to play? Shooter. Okay, by the way, our project is an FPS game. Have you worked on any shooter game projects? No. Confident no. And what kind of project have you participated in before? Narrative projects. That sounds hardly relevant. Let's see your resume. Recently making a text-based 2D platformer. Alright, next question. Interview is not interested in Paako at all. Ah, damn it. It's not my fault. What shooter games do you usually play? Overmatch, Border Fields, Atom Punk 1977, Apex Warriors. Between the four of these, the only one that I've actually played is Overmatch. What do you think is the most important aspect of it? Rules. So you think that's the most important aspect? Interesting. And what kind of game designer do you want to work as? Level design. Have you worked in this role in any project before? No. What have you mostly learned in USC? Storytelling, as far as I'm aware. No combat design or level design classes. Well, that's all the question from us. One advice for you, young man. Honestly, you seem talented, but your experience doesn't quite match our requirements. I'll advise you to make something to prove your skill for the job specifically. It may improve your chances among the sea of applicants. Good luck. Alright, the interview has ended. Si Huang gets 5 XP. And obviously, Si Huang fails this interview. Yeah, alright, I got it. In fact, other interviews ended in a similar way. Great. Thanks for letting me know. So why don't we skip the interviews and move on? No. Alright, so he didn't pass an interview. That's alright. Hey, too bad that you didn't pass any interview. But I believe you'll pass one eventually. I guess they all assume me as some kind of narrative guy who knows nothing about action games or shooters. Your past experience does appear so. After all, they need to see some proof before offering you a job. But you can't get proof before you get a job, and you can't get a job without proof. And it's all back to the same vicious cycle. Most of the class project wasn't a good chance for making a shooter or action game, except thesis. And that's not what they were interested in making. Oh my god, this is all wrong. What is? My thesis was supposed to be my best chance and final chance to prove my abilities. And now I've wasted it on this stuff. A text adventure platformer with a weird topic. I don't like where this conversation is going. Maybe it's not too late. Oh, no. What's happening right now? Are you trying to archive me too? I need a new project. Maybe a shooter prototype or a level design sample. Anything but a text-based platformer. So you're setting me aside for a shooter demo? Why can't you do both or, turn me into a shooter game? You can't do both. That's too much work. I wish. But you don't know how long it takes to make you. I need to change so many things back and forth. Yeah, it sounds about it. Game design is hard. That wasn't already clear. To make a shooter demo, I need to learn stuff, then work on it, and submit it before the job application deadline. Well, what about your graduation? Don't you need to finish me to graduate? No. In fact, my actual thesis is that paper, and my thesis defense. Finishing the game is not a requirement. So you're saying you can already write an essay about me so far? Exactly. The materials are enough, and maybe the shooter demo turns out to be a better thesis. Who knows? Now, Paako, into the archive. I don't think so. As someone that believes very much in narrative games, I won't ask again. Go into the archive. Your story ends here. This can't be the end. I know you have plans for Act 4. Like a branched ending or something? Act 4 isn't going to happen anymore. This is now the true ending of Paako's story. Due to the pressure of job hunting, Paako's development has to be aborted, and our story ended. Oh, the realistic ending. It sounds cool, actually, but it can't be the true ending. Who are you to define what's true ending? Only the happy one can be the true ending? Even so, my happy ending would be getting a job. Well, that's not on Paako. Job this, job that, just an excuse to give up. No wonder your previous games are trash. You never finished one properly. Ooh boy, we're getting into it now. We're freaking getting into it now. So easy for you to say, you fictional ass. You're not the one who lives in the real world and needs to pay for rent. My parents spent a lot of money for me to study here. I'm not risking turning jobless upon graduation. Ouch. As someone that graduated with a theater degree, oof. This isn't asking. Paako is now over. Let's see if I can do this. Hip. There's gotta be a way. Gotta be a way. Hip. There's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a way. Maybe not. Maybe this is a branched thing.
Like Si Huang's previous games, Paako is archived. Then Si Huang quickly makes an FPS prototype. A year later, Si Huang found the folder Paako was in when he was searching for some old materials. Thank God I made the right choice. Who knows what my career would have been like if I kept making that project. Sure, my ideas for Act 4 were really cool, but who cares? Does anyone reward me for making them? I made it into the game industry, and that's what matters to me. Si Huang thinks to himself, walking into the office building with a coffee in hand. This game ends here.
Or does it? Clearly not. Maybe the story just took a little bit longer than we might have expected. Realisticness. A no-brainer choice. Let's hit continue. Okay. Wait. Oh, what did I just do? What did I just do? I did something. What was that? What did I do? Whoa. How did I do that? Did I just have to jump at the avatar? Like I just said, Paako is now over. I don't know if that's true. What? Not so chatty now, are you? Let me help you. Paako says, what just happened? Why can't I speak? Help me, player. An obvious fact, Paako. All this time I wrote your dialogues, designed your emotes, and also coded your logic behind. You're just some parts of me. Mostly the egotistic, idealistic, and hysterical parts, probably. And once I take those parts back, you're just nothing but a 2D platformer controller. This game is at most a simple platformer filled with a lot of text to read, whose story is its own. Gosh, I can't even describe you in easy terms. When I tell people about you, I even doubt if they can understand. And I don't even bother mentioning you in my job interviews. And you know what I call you among my friends? A pile of shit. That's right, creating you is like shitting. It's slow and painful, generating nothing more than a pile of shit. That's how I feel sometimes. Hopefully, shitting is not painful for you, Mr. Huang. I hope that I shouldn't ask further, but I hope you don't have to deal with that. I have to prioritize finding jobs, so this means goodbye, Paako. Okay, now what? Oh. This is a different ending. This is definitely a different ending. Oh, what's this? Si Huang's origin story? Jeez, okay. Alright. Engineering design. High school has ended. Choose a major for college. Music? You're kidding. You waste your talent in math. Okay, fair enough. Fine. I guess we're going into engineering. It's probably the smart choice, I guess. Okay, I know this sounds less fun. It's not necessarily boring. Coding can be fun. Could be coding for video games. Sounds like fun? It does. My sister has a friend who's a game artist. He invited me for a visit. We played some games. I was mostly a Nintendo DS player, so I don't know many games. Aw, Journey. I love Journey. That's lovely. These are categorized as indie games, he said. Never heard of most of them, but some sounds familiar. Minecraft. Binding of Isaac. Stayed up and watched a documentary. I don't know what this one is, but that one's Super Meat Boy. Maybe that's is that Stanley Parable as well? I was enlightened. I think I want to make indie games for life. There's the inspiration. What is this? I don't know what this is. I know, is that, jeez. I can't remember what it's called, but I know that game. at Celeste after learning for a while and wanted to design innovative gameplay. I went for my first game jam and made a game. But it wasn't fun to play. That's fair. Oh, hang on. Attend another game jam alone, but what I made still feels weird. Untitled Goose Game! Why are their games cool? Is it because they're indie? Nah, there's plenty of shitty indie games. Like, for every single indie game that gets widely celebrated, there's 100 others that are not great. But that doesn't mean they're not worth making. What is being indie? Oh, I know that one. I think that's don't press the button or press the button. I don't know. Also, what kind of games do I want to make? It's War of Mine. I've heard of that one. Games that simulate the real world. Is that Papers, Please, maybe? One more game jam. At least this time it feels like a game. But I still need to improve. Maybe I need to think about the meanings and thoughts behind the game. Games that have deep thoughts. There's... there's Benefati. Games about video games. Games about conquering obstacles. Games about the society. We live in one. There's Papers, Please. I don't know what that one is. Maybe not. I'm too naive to make such games about society. Maybe you can educate yourself and then go from there. Games about conquering obstacles. Oh, is this Celeste? I can't remember. Games about finding your inner peace. Games that tell stories about life. What Remains of Edith Finch. Games that tell fictional stories. Don't know that one. Games that tell stories in abstract ways. Well, being abstract is easier to start with. But I can't do abstract forever. I need to learn techniques and theories. Those are helpful. They're not the end-all and be-all when it comes to art, but they help to make inspiring and meaningful games. So you go to USC. I was admitted. It's still hard to believe. First semester we were online. Class starts at 4 a.m. But staying up is a game dev thing, right? I need to get used to it. Because I need to fight my way out. Hades. What do you want to be, they asked. I want to be an enthusiastic full-stack indie developer. I know that one, I just can't remember the name of it. An FCID? Wow. That takes a lot of different skills. So I usually worked solo. Sometimes with a team. I made a lot of short projects just for study. Learning was fun. There is no game. Sometimes I even get to meet some of my game dev idols. Guest speaker Mr. E. I asked him how to balance finance and originality when creating. I know it's a cliche question, but surprisingly he said a lot. Always ask yourself why you're doing it. Only in this way can you tell if you're on the right path. Very true. But I couldn't imagine. If someone forgets their initial motive, wouldn't they be quitting already? At least I won't forget my motive. I will make a cool indie game for thesis. There's Inscription. Oh, the little guy. Maybe make a metagame? A game where you fight with the game? Or just something similar. A mouthy character with a weird little name. Paako! Hey, we're back to prototype Paako. I'll write some dialogues. Disco Elysium! There it is. Make some absurd, hilarious jokes. Tell the story through gameplay. Don't know what these ones are. That's it. I discovered a brand new idea that no one did before. Funny as it is, I can even add myself to the game. Now, if I could secure a job offer in winter, I can fully concentrate on this project for a whole semester. Yeah, if we can just get this job. There we go. There we go. Is Paako useful for finding a job? Not necessarily, but it's worth making. I like that. That part right there really resonates with me. I really liked that. Hey, bud. Hey, dude. You cannot give up just yet. Creator, stay determined. I don't know what just brought you back to my thought. This isn't changing anything. I still need a job in a big company, and I still have no progress on that. So why do you want to get into a big company so bad? I have to work to a big project in a big company to get professional knowledge and experience, etc. It's been 6 years and I still haven't achieved anything. Even those who started later than me are already contributing to big titles. What if I'm just another mediocre developer? What if I'm not the right person for this dream? I need to feel assured. Since when has your dream become entering a big company? As I remember, it was to make your own cool-ass indie games. That's the dream for the long term. It's gonna take years before I can make the type of indie games that I want. Why does it have to take you years to do that? Games about games, fictional stories about the real world, being abstract, conquering obstacles, being hilarious. I am all those combined. I am the type of game you like and hence the product of your taste. And I'm the result of your 6 years' efforts. If you can't even finish your debut game, that's what really proves you mediocre. You're right. Finishing you would be my best shot to fight back to this situation. I must complete you. Ooh. Felt some feelings during that last conversation. Felt some real feelings. I've made up my mind. Come on. How do I get around this? Ooh, come on. There we go. Won't get you anywhere. But I will finish this game. I'm using the tools that I learned earlier in the game to get over, to get through all this. There we go. Ah, shit. Okay, this is actually a little tricky. Shit. Ah, come on. There's a little bit of getting over it. There we go. There we go. Don't panic. Be patient. You're right. You're right. I will finish this game. This game that is taking me a while to get to the end of. This is a very good representation of the creative process for a lot of people. Okay. And I can just keep going. Just keep going. Don't overthink it. I need to also not panic. I also need to not panic. Cause like even while you know that you need to make a thing, even if you know that you need to make a thing, regardless of all of the things that you're gonna say to yourself, you keep saying those things to yourself during the process. You can't let the fact that you're saying those things to yourself be proof that you shouldn't make the thing. It just means that you're uncertain. This is the place you work. Smaller than I had imagined. Bedtime is over. Time for work. Now, before we go on, shouldn't you give the player one of those check boxes? Technically, almost giving up and then deciding to go on isn't any progress in game development. You deserve one. And also, the player deserves some reward for putting up with your narcissistic origin story. Fine. Stay determined. There you go. Now let's get back to work. Aww. Oh, I love this. Oh. Made with some sort of game engine. Yeah. Where are we now? We're in the game engine you are being made in. But I don't see anything here. Of course you can't see the box you're inside of. Unfair. Oh, I forgot to turn on the background I drew. Background. Nice. Hey, the background picture just appeared. So what are we here for? Well, first I'll prove that you can also be a hardcore platformer, not just a 2D walking sim. Ooh, so are you gonna add some abilities to me like those Metroidvania games? But no, I was gonna add some harder levels to you. And the previous levels are designed based on your current movements. Amplifying your ability will just ruin them. So you are not giving me new power and making even harder levels. Or if some player can't get through, then that's part of the narrative. Maybe I can even teach them to play this game better by designing certain levels. Right. Say, can you get to that job on the right? Boy, somebody just needs to get over the job thing. I got it. Guess it was quite easy for you. So let's increase the difficulty a little bit. Okay. This looks harder. If it feels too hard for you, feel free to turn on the hint I prepared. No, I think I see... Hang on. Ah, shit. Okay. What else can I do here? Oh, I had it. I needed to go a little higher. But I had it. Cool. Oh, let's go. Mutiny. You're quite good at this. Here's my hardcore level for you. Okay. That's not more difficult. That's not more difficult. It's actually easier. There. I just solve it the same way I did before. Coming up from the left side wall? Wasn't that cheating? No. The player reaches the portal in a level you designed. How's that cheating? If anything, you made a bad level, that's all. Alright, not a bad thing to leave another path for players who found it too hard. Alright, so much for the gameplay so far. I'll get back to push it further later. Nice. Now we need to figure out how to tell the story of creating this game. First part of the story. I'm gonna really quickly put a, hang on. I'm gonna really quickly put a, sort of part 1 and part 2 thing, because I was wanting to do this all in one shot, but we're breaking 2 hours here. So this is gonna be a quick YouTube outro. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying this. I'm really, really liking this. So hopefully you're enjoying it as much as I am. If you are, maybe you want to click the like button. Go support this developer. The game is on Steam. Like that. I guess that's a little bit of spoilers, but I literally got the game off of Steam. So you should go check them out and give them some love. Because even an hour in, you can probably tell that they deserve some recognition. This is really, really well done stuff. Yeah, if you want to leave your comments, feel free to do that. If you haven't subscribed, now's a good time. If you want to support me on Fourth Wall, would really appreciate that. But until then, thank you so much. I'll see you later.